Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto live stream. XRP is going pretty damn nuts right now, if you guys haven't noticed. And the motion to dismiss just got dropped. We've been waiting on this for a little while. Most likely there was already some insider trading going on right here because the price all of a sudden started to pump quite crazy here, even though it wasn't officially out just quite yet. That is definitely a little bit of a more interesting thing. But it is happening, boys. I didn't even want to stream once more, but let's quickly share it in the Discord and over on Twitter. Oh, it just dropped like a couple minutes ago. There we go. I'm quickly sharing it over on Twitter and on Discord. There we go. In here. Everyone. Motion to dismiss. And there we go. All right, different Discord. There we go. All right. Right. So how you guys doing? Y'all watching? First 10, let's go. First 10, let us go indeed. Ooh, so I didn't have a notification, and that is why I think a lot of people did not get the update just now. But I think a lot of people are coming through. Yes, we got the update. We got the official document just now. We got this. It just dropped like 5 minutes ago, maybe a couple minutes ago. Tell me it's true. Yes, it is true. Have you seen the price? It's already going pretty damn nice. It's already going pretty damn juicy. A lot of the people in Discord right now are trading it live, guys. If you want some people to talk to, go check out Discord. The motion just dropped. Yes, it just happened. It just happened. It just happened. It just happened. So it's a little bit different than we expected. It's only Larson's motion to dismiss. We did not get Brad Garlinghouse's out just quite yet. And I was just making a video. It was pretty funny about everything that's been going on today. And the fun thing is this didn't happen when I was making that video. It's like I was done with the video, wanted to upload it, and then boom, this one came out. So I'm going to still upload that video, I think, a little bit later. But, you know, it's not going to include this, so you know, right? So this is just what we're going to... I'm almost stuttering, guys. It's freaking 2 a.m. I didn't expect this. I just finished the video. I was like, I'm done. So... you know, guys, it's not like a dismissal is just done like that, right? It takes a couple of months to actually dismiss something. This is Chris Larson's attempt to get it dismissed, right? And you can see how many freaking... but all right, so I don't know why you can't go zoom out. Okay, there we go. Let's zoom out a little bit. This is now Chris Larson's, basically, is it an email? Yeah, just his motion against or to Judge Torres. So we're not going to read it fully. Let's just go quickly over a couple of things because I can't fill you in. I just saw this. This is breaking news. This is freaking 2 minutes ago. Let me just quickly also share the link, I guess, to be a nice guy. Ripple, Chris Larson, motion to dismiss was just filed. There we go. All right, there we go. Oh, damn. All right, so let's quickly go and check through this, I guess, huh? I'm no lawyer, not a freaking, not a freaking financial or any advisor for that matter. But let's just quickly read the introduction and then go over some of the points, the more important ones, because this is freaking 50 pages. So how much is it? 40 or what? Let's just quickly go check the introduction and then go over it. Let's see here. I think, yeah, it says 43 pages, but it's like page 3 here, then 3 pages again, then 2 pages. Let's just quickly see it, because once more, I'm not a lawyer. If any of you guys know what this means, you can always just let me know. I will talk to you in Discord even. We could just talk, because again, it's a live stream, so a lot of things are possible. Let's see. Dear Judge Torres, pursuant to Rule 4 of this court's individual rules, we write on behalf of Chris Larson for leave to file under seal Mr. Larson's memorandum of law. Okay, so let's quickly actually compare this to the previous document. This is Chris Larson's previous document. This is from March 3rd. This is basically his proposition to get it dropped. Rothboss coming up to $5. Thank you so much, man. This is from 1 month ago, right? This is basically Chris Larson coming in saying, hey, we want our our case to be dropped. And that it's a request. Now it was granted, and now he's filing a freaking long one. But I don't know why. It's 3 pages, 2 pages, and then when did it? Okay, here's the big one. All right, this is the big boy. Memorandum of law in support of defendant Chris Larson's motion to dismiss the first amended complaint. All right. So what's the prior part then? Notice of defendant Chris Larson's motion to dismiss the first amended complaint and just this introduction, I guess. Okay. Not exactly sure why that is all there. This is no answer from the SEC. No. Hey guys, who's all watching? Let me know. Let me know. If you're watching, say hey, say hello. Just to show you're watching. Right now there's more than 500 people in, but I don't see many people say something right now. Yeah, XP just hit about 48 cents as well, going pretty damn crazy already in a very short amount of time. Look at that. It's mooning, boys. It's mooning. It's going crazy. Yeah, I'm assuming, by the way, that this was mostly due to the lawsuit document coming out. So was this expected? Debatably. I mean, 6% is really not what I was hoping for. I was expecting a little bit more of a rise still. But it might still happen, as the document just got filed like a minute or two ago, as I just said, right? A couple minutes ago, we just got it filed. So, yeah, it's going to take some time for people to read through this and realize what exactly is going on. And even for me, it's going to be like a guy like, what's his name now? Jeremy Hogan is gonna be what it takes for me to really get everything. Sometimes what I do is actually I scroll through it and read almost every single part. Right now, we're going to attempt that a little bit. Let's quickly see. Okay, so we got the table of authorities, the creation of XRP, and the founding of Ripple. Mr. Larson receives legal advice that XRP is very likely not a security. This is going to be an interesting one. So this is once more why Chris Larson feels that... Wait, Hatchet says there's another file. In the Dropbox, you mean? Martin Flumenbaum. Let me quickly see. Also released. Martin Flumenbaum. Martin. You mean he also released something, or you mean that's also a document of his in there? Let's quickly see what you're saying. All right. He says, Dusty Martin Flumenbaum also released something. Maybe I'm being dumb right now. I don't know. Check Phelan Law. Okay, I just did, but let's quickly go back to it again, I guess. I have to go Phelan Law. Okay, let's go back again. Okay, so there's this. Oh, there's another thing just dropped. Okay, so here is the 19 minutes ago. We have the first Dropbox, and then Declaration of Martin Flumenbaum in support. Let me also, okay. Let me also share that. I don't know. Oh, this is support for motion to dismiss. I don't know what that is about too much. We're going to open these two as well to see what people are saying about them. I'm going to also try to start my own thread here. For providing. Here we have support for Chris Larson's motion to dismiss. The reason I'm doing it like this is because I think it might get more reactions personally than if I were to retweet it. Let's quickly see, all right? All right, so he has gotten no real response, just quiet, no, and here. I'm just quickly seeing if anybody knows something already. What does it say? Is dismissed? No, the SC will get to respond to it. Nice, fine, thanks. Okay. All right. We're here really freaking early, right, everybody? Ooh. Somebody says, once the lawsuit is dropped, I'm getting a hello, guys, tattooed on me, on my ass. All right. He's getting, hey, everybody, Mike Rowland says he's going to tattoo our intro on his freaking ass. All right. I'm holding you to that, all right? That would be crazy. All right, so let's quickly... Sorry if I'm saying all right a little bit too much. It's middle of the night. We're all watching this unfold. It's going pretty damn crazy already. There's two documents. We have the okay, this is just 2 pages, though. Yeah, this is just a declaration. I don't mind this. Oh, never mind. It's 37. No, sorry, I'm dumb. I thought it was like, oh, okay, 2. Nope, never mind. This is also another 30 freaking pager. Damn. I, Martin Flumenbaum, hereby declare under penalty of perjury pursuant. I am a senior counsel. Yeah, it's just the usual stuff. Okay, let's actually quickly read through this. I'm seeing a couple of interesting things. This, once more, is Larson's defense, or basically, defense. We're going to go over some of these points, not too much in depth, but just over what he has said, and we can kind of determine whether or not we would think it's good. I will not read the entire thing to you, Nikolai. It's going to take me too many hours to read 40 pages twice, so we're definitely not going to do that. But we can go over some of the more important points and see what we think about it, right? Because that might be interesting. Once more, keep in mind, I'm not a legal advisor, not a legal type of guy. All I can do here is go over it with you guys, and we can kind of talk in the chat together to see whether or not this is all cool and dandy. Make sure you press the freaking like button, man. I'm here in a couple of minutes after it got dropped. I told you guys I'm going to start streaming again, and we're here in a couple of minutes. This is 22 minutes. We've been streaming for more than 10 now. Right? Snap. So make sure you press that freaking like, destroy the like button. So I want to quickly go over this motion first because the start here looked really interesting. This is, again, a supportive document for Chris Larson. Okay, Martin Flumenbaum is a senior counsel of the law firm of Paul Weiss Rifkind and a couple others, counsel to defendant Chris Larson. I submit this declaration in support of defendant Chris Larson's motion. Attached as Exhibit A is a true and correct copy of legal memorandum dated February 8, 2012, bearing beginning dates. This document is referenced, okay. Attached as Exhibit B is a true and correct copy. We don't need that either, that information. We need this. Okay, yes, this is where things get a little bit interesting. I just saw this at the bottom here. I thought, Attached as Exhibit C is a true and correct copy of a May 2015 settlement agreement entered into by Ripple Labs, Inc., and the United States Attorney's Office for the Northern District of California. And this attachment, never mind, that one wasn't interesting. This one, maybe? Oh, it's just actually, never mind. It's just no, it is. Attached as Exhibit D is a true and correct copy of the Department of Treasury Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, which is basically FinCEN. Assessment of civil monetary penalty against Ripple Labs, Inc., and XP2 LLC dated May 5th. Okay, and its attachment. So, sorry guys, I also have to read this for myself, right? What this part actually referring to is the determination, I believe, by the United States government for XP to basically be a currency a little bit earlier. Right, so that's a couple years ago that I have a document for that basically Barrett Gillinghouse could not have known. Because once more, in the end of things, that's also what it's going to come down to, that Chris Larson could not have known that it was a security all along. And that's what the SEC is alleging, that they really did all of this with intent. And then now, I think, it's just going to be A, B, C, and D. So it's just going to be 4 sections now. This we're not going to read through, because I have no idea how to make structure on top of this. Attachment A, Statement of Facts and Violations. No, this would take too long. I would not know. We're going to have to spend a lot of freaking time to go through all of this, man. I might have to go... I might have to go read through all of this, but it's freaking 2:12 a.m. already. Oh, my days, guys. I have to go through everything. Okay, so this is, So first part is the introduction, legal framework. This is always the same. Kind of an introductory, and then the violations that they've made. Ripple Labs' operations as a money service business in March, April. And then B, XP2's program and reporting violations. Yes, okay. I'm just quickly scrolling through because we don't know what exactly to make from this. We're just going to watch the price mostly, and the price has already skyrocketed a little bit, but we're going to have to wait for either John Deaton or Jeremy Hogan, indeed. You guys are saying call him. Maybe, to be honest, maybe I should have actually done something like that, where I can actually let you guys listen to it as well, where I just get him to hop on the stream. But, of course, from a different perspective, maybe that's not a smart thing, right? Maybe I should give him some time. If I were to call him right now or actually hit him up, maybe that's a little bit rude because they didn't have time yet to reach into it fully. And it might be a little bit of a dicky move on my end. If I go, put him on the spot like that where they cannot look into it. Because right now, once more, I just want to notify you all that this is happening right now, that this is up there right now. Just quickly doing my job. And then hopefully throughout tomorrow, we will get more info about what exactly this all means. Because once more, I haven't read it. I just saw it and I was like, damn, okay, I have to get into it. One thing I'm already seeing right now, though, is the fine from a little bit back again from FinCEN, where Ripple had to pay a fine for basically being a currency. That's what they told him. That's one thing they're using. Okay. It's guys. Bear with me. I'm going to have to read every single part of this, most likely tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to read everything. I don't have to, I know. I could just most likely watch a summary video and be happy. But I like to read all of this. I like to know exactly what's going on. I don't know, I have a passion for it maybe. Maybe that's unhealthy, I don't know. And this last part is United States of America Department of Treasury, financial crime. Okay, yeah, that was the one we just talked about as well. About the FinCEN debacle, where they called it a currency before. Okay, oh damn. Oh damn. So another question I could kind of ask, right? I could ask myself or ask you, is do we consider this to be really important? Do I have a link? Yes, it's over on Twitter, guys. If you wanted to see it for yourself, just check my Twitter out. I just posted both of the links. It's on there. So just go check it out, right? At the DustDBC. Go follow me over there, by the way, too, if you haven't done so already. I just tweeted it. Matej says, just tell us we have good or bad news. Guys, you already know. If there was any bad news, well, you would already know, and the price would most likely just drop like crazy. But the price already pumped almost instantly once it came out. And this was most likely when the files were released and some insider trading was going on. Look at the volume here. Huge buying volume was happening. Most likely will continue on forwards. I'm still expecting a huge bullish run from now on. Vry says, Dusty, I'll send you a Rolex, brother. You need my... yeah, let's go for it, man. He says, once I'll be rich and I can feel it. Are you guys having that feeling that you'll be rich with XRP? Has Gary Gensler been announced? I made a video on that. It's coming up. It's literally, I made it already. I already uploaded it. I just was thinking of a title now and a thumbnail, and I was going to publish it, but then this came in. So I just had to go live really quickly, go over it a little bit. Where do you watch the chart? This is TradingView. And in the end, once more, we're going to have to wait for it to see if this is bullish or negative because we don't have time to read 60 pages right now. And even if we were to go live stream every single part of this, what will we achieve, right? Because I don't know how many of you guys are lawyers. If you're a lawyer, put up your hands right now because I don't think most of you guys are. And all we need now, or all we waiting for, is Brad Garlinghouse to file his. And what I was saying a little bit earlier is we don't necessarily know if this is going to be bullish or bearish because right now what we have is Ripple's part of things. Then about 1 month later, I believe May 13th or so, we can get the SEC's response to this one. And then another couple weeks later, we can get the Ripple response to that one. All right. So let's quickly go over this one though, because this one, again, this is completely freaking new to me. I didn't know this was going to be a thing. I guess it's really nice because we got some extra evidence, more back into it. But we're going to have to wait for some lawyer to say whether or not these motions to dismiss actually pull through very often. I noticed what they said was that they always get, like, motions to dismiss are always a thing. Oh, Flesh says go to the bottom of the conclusions. All right, let me quickly do that then. Okay, so let's see. Is this a conclusion then? Maybe the whole longer part? Remedial framework? Would that be... Hold up. Wait a minute. What is this part? Guys, what are we reading here? Ripple Labs Inc. and XP2 LLC, formerly known as XP, blah, blah, agreed to forfeit $450,000 to the Office of the United States Attorney for the Northern District of California. Ripple Labs and XP2 further agreed to pay a civil money penalty. Okay, this is 2015, right? In the amount of $700,000 within 30 days of the date of disagreement. Payment. Okay, this is, I believe, the penalties they've gotten in 2015 from FinCEN. We can actually check that back. Let's type in FinCEN. Uh-oh, it's mentioned a ton of freaking times in here. They've actually registered with FinCEN, okay? Yeah, we knew all about this. Let's quickly... Oh, maybe I should have typed in 300,000. What was the fine now, guys? Let's quickly see here. The fine is 700,000. Let's put that in there. Let's see if they... Okay, somebody says new file at Finley. Okay, let's quickly check if there's a new file. Yes, there's a new file just posted 1 minute ago. Most likely this was already out there, but you had to look for it, and we didn't know where to find it. We now have the Brad Garlinghouse motion to dismiss. Okay, let me quickly open that and also share that over on Twitter then. And let's quickly see what the price is doing here. Price is going down a little bit. We hit 48 cents and now we're falling back down a little bit again. We've fallen back down about 2.5% in the midst of all of this. Huh. Whew, okay, let's drop this as well. Brad Garling. Okay, let's go breaking. Brad Garlinghouse motion to dismiss. Let's go like that. All right. So Gary Gensler is not going to be confirmed just quite yet. Were you reading the appendix? I think so, right? This is just the no, it's not the appendix. The appendix is the English words are not doing it really are doing a really good job for me. So just reading here. This is like the monitor. This is like the remedial framework. This is just the conclusion. No, it's not. Maybe it's not the conclusion. This is like the. Let me quickly see what we got here. I don't want to sound too dumb when going over all of this. Statement of facts of violations. That is not too interesting because that is just kind of a conclusion of the things we already know. Would it be this last part, guys? The attachment remedial framework? What do you guys think we should read on this one? Page 30, somebody says. Let's see, page 30. It is this one. The violations, this one? Maybe I should put maybe I should put slow mode on because it's going crazy. Gary Gensler is going to be tomorrow. Yes, guys. Gary Gensler should have been today, but it didn't happen. I watched that thing for hours, and it wasn't good. No, nobody lost, guys. It's just Ripple put up their document. Nobody lost. If Ripple put up their document, it's out just now. It just got released like a minute ago, this one. Brad lost. How can you can't lose. What are you talking about? Let's quickly see. Wait, this one is actually let's see. Please take notice that upon the accompanying and exhibits the notice of motion and such others and further papers and proceedings as may be filed or had. We'll move to the court. Okay, that's just the start of everything. Yeah. Okay, so by May 14th is the next big date that we're gonna have to wait for. And reply papers on June 4th. So this is the date. This is kind of the timeline. Right now, today we got Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, and now another, which we didn't expect, declaration of Martin Flumenbaum in support of motion to dismiss. Once more, really interesting. I didn't expect that to ever come here. Then, and Matthew Solomon, by the way, this guy's a goat. If you're wondering, this guy is going to just solely maybe fix the whole thing. All right, this one is written also a little bit differently. Ripple and its business. This is all introduction and background. Then the arguments. I guess we should just quickly look at the arguments here. The second claim fails because the AC does not plausibly allege that Mr. Garlinghouse knew or was reckless in not knowing that Ripple was violating Section 5 or acting improperly. The AC fails to plausibly allege that Mr. Garlinghouse acted recklessly, and the SEC's efforts to avoid its obligation to plead knowledge or recklessness of the violation fail. All this is actually referring to is that basically what we heard in the hearing too, where the SEC can really very hardly prove that Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson actually did this recklessly or that they did this with intent of something negatively, right? It's really difficult. They've tried, but as you could hear in the hearing too, there isn't really anything good to say there. Somebody says XRP back on Coinbase. I think that is a lie. I think that is definitely a lie. I'm going to assume that it is. But yeah, because if the SEC didn't know, which is actually backed up by a lot of the documents which we've seen recently, I believe almost any document that we've read in the last couple of days is supporting the fact that, the SEC should have either warned more people if they really wanted Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson to know, but since they didn't, it's going to be really hard to build that case. We can go to page 13, but let's quickly read through it though. And number 2 here, this one is a little bit, oh, no, it's not. I want to say it's shorter, but still 40 pages. And then part 2 or argument 2 is the first claim fails because the AC does not allege that Mr. Garlinghouse's personal offers or sales of XRP occurred in the United States. There's just 2 arguments then. First one, once more being the recklessness part, and the second one basically being the jurisdiction part. We talked about this before. The AC does not allege that Mr. Garlinghouse's sales were domestic as required by Section 5A and C. The AC also fails to plead any domestic offers under Section 5C, and even if Mr. Garlinghouse conducted in the United States were relevant, the transactions in question are predominantly foreign and accordingly outside the scope of Section 5. It was all kind of the same thing like we saw before, though, because I think we've covered most of this stuff. Yeah, so that's the only interesting part, right? Background is not really interesting. I think we've covered that tons of times before, what's really going on for Ripple, for SEC, all that. It's the second part. Oh, wait, actually, this one could be interesting, though. Because you know what I've said before in a couple of my videos? It's like, I would kind of like to know. Oh, somebody, Edgar says, what, dude? What does this all mean? Please explain. Maybe I should actually take a little bit of a step back. Maybe it's actually, should I quickly say? So let's do a little bit of a step back and go over this a little bit easier. Because I should quickly explain why we're going over these documents briefly. The reason I'm going over these and the reason I think these are relevant are mostly because we have waited for this Ripple lawsuit to be fixed for a very good while. What we're seeing right now is, since the SEC was focusing on Ripple, but also on Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, we want that Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson part to be scrapped, right? Because that would actually that would actually leave the SEC lawsuit with quite a lot less grounds to stand on if they're just going directly at the Ripple. We kind of assume now that the SEC was doing this to really provide them with extra strength, basically, in their case, to go after the quote-unquote founders of it. But, okay, somebody says you get Jeremy on the phone. You have to be sick, because if I get Jeremy on the phone, even if I were to be able to contact him, he doesn't have time to read through it yet. So all he can do is now just read through it briefly and then give some ideas. But that's going to be really difficult. Okay, so. But we wanted this document because this is basically Ripple's, sorry, I shouldn't say Ripple, Chris Larson and Brad Garlinghouse's defense explaining why they think that they didn't do anything wrong, and why this whole lawsuit shouldn't be directed against them. Once more, that will still be directed against Ripple, but not against Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson anymore. Okay, you guys said page 30? I think page 30 only of Chris Larson's, right? But let's see if there's any conclusion right here. I'm just quickly scrolling through it, just also kind of scouting with my eyes real quick. Okay, conclusions. For the foregoing reasons, the amended complaint should be dismissed with prejudice. That was the conclusion. All right, guys. You guys all said go to page 30. All right, we got it, boys. We just read the... Sorry. I like that. It's like, because of all of this, it should be dismissed. Sorry, that is funny. And then the other part here is the conclusion. It's page 30 as well. Okay, let's go over it. Page 30 here is it didn't work. I should do page 30 in the lawsuit, of course. Right around here. Yeah, for the foregoing reasons, the amended complaint should be dismissed with prejudice as to Mr. Larson. Now, guys, woo! We went over the conclusion. Really interesting. I like that. I like that very much. XP still doing good, making kind of a new bottom here, about 143, 145. Looking really good. Don't forget VET. We will not forget VET. But this one is really interesting. What we're going to have to wait for, guys, is to to really get into this lawsuit. Because all we can kind of look at right now is the bigger points and then read into it. The bigger points are here. Statement of facts, not interesting. The arguments are interesting. For Brad Garlinghouse, we just read them at the top as well. For Chris Larson, we could quickly do so too. I think they'll basically be the same thing, right? Let's quickly see. The second claim for relief should be dismissed because the amended complaint fails to state a Section 15B claim against Mr. Larson. The amended complaint fails to plausibly acknowledge knowledge or recklessness. And the SEC fails to plausibly allege substantial assistance by Mr. Larson. And then part 2. Oh, he has 3 parts. Not exactly sure what's happening right there, boys. Can I go back? We still good? I hope we're still good. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I cut out for a little second or something like that. I don't know. That was odd. All right, so that was a little bit strange. So let's quickly go over with the reading there because that was odd. The second claim for relief should be dismissed because the amended complaint fails to state a Section 15B claim against Mr. Larson. The SC fails to plausibly allege substantial assistance by Mr. Larson. And then part 2 was the first claim for relief should be dismissed as to Mr. Larson for failure to complete a domestic transaction. Oh, both of these are actually the same thing. Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson are both going over the part about it's really hard for the SC to claim that they were reckless in all of this and that they actually knew they were doing something wrong. That's part A of this, or part one. And then part two is basically Brett Gallagher and Chris Larson are making up the argument that these sales actually might not have happened in the United States. They might have happened all over the world, and then it's going to be really difficult for the SEC to prove that it isn't. Because the question is going to be, if a transaction happens on a distributed ledger, or just on a, in the way it does right now, then where does the jurisdiction lie? And if that is not in the United States, then Ripple doesn't have that much to say over them. So that is the part right there that is relevant. That is very relevant, guys. That is very relevant. Where are the motions posted? Over on my Twitter. Go check it out, DDustDBC. Go check it out. It's on there. Make sure you subscribe to it too, or follow it. It's worth it. The Department of Justice regulated XRP as if it was a virtual currency, which SEC has acknowledged. This is pretty significant. Further weakens the SEC case. True. A lot of the stuff we're reading right now, the stuff that we're seeing, is extremely, and I'm going to repeat that, extremely bullish for XRP. And extremely bullish for Ripple in general for the whole lawsuit. The part 3 here was the SEC's claims for monetary relief are time barred. I actually don't know about that one, to be honest. I don't know what that is about. That is not something which is in Brad Garlinghouse's defense. Let's quickly scroll through all the way to 28. See if it's a small part. Because the SEC has chosen to frame its case as a single team violation of Section 5 of the Securities Act, its claims against Mr. Larson for over $450 million in disgorgement and civil monetary penalties accrued more than 5 years prior to September 1st and are therefore barred by the statute of limitations set forth in 28. Pursuant of this, an action shall not be entertained unless commenced within 5 years from the date when the first claim accrued. A claim first accrues when the plaintiff has a complete and present cause of action. Okay, so this is again a timely complaint, right? That they've done this for more than 5 years and never have been kind of touched upon it, even though it has been spotted by the SEC. They didn't do anything for the last 7 years. It's once more the, I guess, earlier defense, which we saw, because the SEC has been monitoring them for 8 years. The natural result of the SEC's own pleading is that its claims for disgorgement and civil monetary penalties accrued in 2013 rather than 2015, as the SEC alleges, and thus its claims are now time barred. This result makes sense, despite the fact that the underlying conduct at issue is in the offering unregistered sales of XRP. Yeah, what this is all referring to once more is that Brett Gallagher and Chris Larson are making 2 main points. The main point number 1 is there is literally no way that the SEC can prove that they knew they were doing something wrong. And thing number 2, as of this point, is mostly that they cannot prove that everything happened in the United States. And then for Chris Larson, there's thing number 3. And for Chris Larson, there's partially this other document, which, to be completely honest, I don't know why this was added, but I guess we'll hear it soon. I'm going to be waiting around here to see what some lawyers are going to be saying, because that's going to be really interesting for me too. I'm not sure if I should read it all the way through, guys, or just wait. To be honest, I'm not completely sure. But it just got dropped. Let's see if there's actually anything new dropping just now on James Fillon's Twitter. Let's quickly see if there's anything new which just got dropped. No, there isn't. All right, so those are the 2 things, right? Those are the 2 things. Yes. All right. And in terms of XP price, things are still looking quite good. Things are still looking quite beautiful, to be honest. Oh, my days am I juicy on this one. Aren't you guys excited about this too? Because once more, guys, this is not necessarily a really big thing on its own. I think the... Is this stream lagging for anybody? Let me know if it is. Yeah, but in terms of price, things are all looking good. I kept telling this out for a little while here already. Even earlier today, we said if there's any lawsuit thing which is just going to be looking good, which it did, things are going to be positive. Now, the only reason I'm saying we're not maybe necessarily pumping just now, even though 170 is still in our horizons, it's still what we're kind of hoping and expecting for, is that this document here once more has been kind of a, I don't want to say let down, but it's been like a point where people are like, what now? Because we're going to have to wait for a couple more days. In 7 days, we have the motion to intervene by John Deaton. That might, again, be another important part. And we have the next week, which is going to be the motion to strike that might be another really important one. So we have 2 more important dates in the near future. Right now we had a little bit of a pump going. Maybe once people really understand what this is all about and we see some really positive things happening, that can mean extra bullishness or extra pumps. But for the current situation, the current right moment, all we can maybe say about this is, well, it's looking good. It's basically the same thing as said before. And it's just looking beautiful. But we don't have any really conclusive things right now. Right? We don't have anything to conclude this document because it's just been posted. And I just want to notify you guys, it has just been posted. It is looking okay, so to speak. It's just basically what we expected. Nothing really too crazy. But we're going to have to wait for a lawyer opinion on that one. And what I was just making a video about was basically the BIS, for example. They have posted a whole thing on digital currencies, and I was really excited about that one. I posted a little bit about the hearing of Gary Gensler, which is coming up tomorrow. It was supposed to be right now, but it couldn't make it, basically. The whole video stream on the official website was actually boring as could be, but they couldn't finish it or something like that. Yeah, BIS doesn't consider XBA. What a crazy day, guys. Oh my days. I've been behind this computer for so freaking long though. It's not good. How you guys been doing? Where you guys are watching from right now? Put it in the chat box. Let me know where you guys are watching from. It's too raw right now. That's true, man. We need further analysis, and I would either have to read it now through all the way, but we can't really do that because it's going to be 60 freaking pages, so I'm going to need all freaking night to do it. Or we're just going to wait for a guy like Jeremy Hogan or one of these guys to give us a good summary, and I'll give you guys a good update once more tomorrow. All right, so stick once more. If you haven't pressed the subscribe button just quite yet, you're missing out. All right, it's going to be one of the most important things you do, specifically because right now it kind of feels as if YouTube has taken off these subscriptions. Right, we were just at 135. Right now we're at 107. So I don't know what's going on with those. But the reason I'm saying that is because for sure, really soon here, I'm going to give you guys a really big update on what this all means. That's really what I want to do right now, but we don't have all the info. So we're going to have to read through everything and give you guys a real good summary. But the point of these documents, because we want, this is another closure for the lawsuit. This could be closure. And English guy in Vancouver says, looking through, this is all personal in regards to transactions by the owners. XP has become independent of Ripple now. So, English guy in Vancouver, what this is about is really, this is just really for Chris Larson and Brad Garlinghouse themselves, not Ripple, the company. But they're a good part of the company, right? So in the end, it's really important. Vash says, Crypto Rover had 400 likes taken away. I've seen it live. I mean, if you guys all press the like button right now, trust me, in a couple hours, couple minutes, it's going to be taken away again. And if people subscribe right now, in a couple of hours, it's going to be taken away again. So stick, or make sure you really know that you are subscribed to. And I also don't know why so many people have dropped the stream like that. Like, it's not being sent to people anymore. Usually if I stream, it goes on for a little while. But like right now, we peaked at 1,400 and then we went down after like 10 minutes of streaming or so. Usually, it actually just keeps going up for the first hour and then sometimes comes back down. But I don't know, man. Maybe something strange is going on. Why is this guy spamming Denmark? All right, Flare. Okay, Flare Sparkle. Let me quickly see what you have written because you've been spitting facts left and right. It's already been summarized. All right, Flare. Where? Tell me, bro. I'm just listening to what you're saying because you've been spitting facts. Let me see what he's going to say about where it's already been. So we can quickly go over the summary then. Let me see what you're saying. What's the point of this document's clarity? I just said yes, clarity for a good part. And the fact that once more, we get one little less part in this lawsuit, which is bad. It's just a good part of the lawsuit. Get that? Let me see. You did no, I don't see anything. I think it's been blocked. You just send it to me on Twitter, bro. So just tag me over on Twitter, and we can quickly see it. If somebody just sends me this on Twitter, I will see it right now. Let's see. Huh. Hmm. Let me quickly see, guys. You're not saying the price must be lag, huh? No, I think it might be something that you're trying to show. It might be blocked. So please just send it to me on Twitter, and then I can show it to the people. Reply to your last post in comments. Okay, let me quickly see here. To my last post in the comments. This one maybe? Are you Brando? Low resolution? I'm not sure what that is, man. Okay, let's go and type in Tech Radar. Let's go check it out. Tech Radar XRP. No, that one's from 12 hours ago, so that is not it. This one is from 12 hours ago, so this is not the update that we needed, I think. Or maybe it's been updated. I don't think so, though. So this is not the one. Get that? No. Yeah. But that's not the newest document, man. That's a document from a little bit earlier, so that is not the right one. No, I don't know. I should maybe also figure out a way to get some music going here. And you know what? I'll make sure that from next time on forward, we can actually get a way to get some people into the live stream, some people into the call. We're kind of having an XRP pump watch going on right now. That's kind of a little bit of what we're doing as well, because the price is still doing pretty damn juicy. Even though people think it's a little bit down, nah, it's doing pretty good. It just didn't pump to the $1.70 or something like that, because I think people are right now realizing like the document itself is really not that extremely amazing. It's mostly what's about to follow from this on forward as time goes on here for a little bit. It lags every time I go into the brothel. I come outside, it's fine. I don't... Your screen has low resolution, nothing looks clear. I'm not sure about that. I mean, there's nothing wrong on my end. It says the connection is all good, so I'm not sure. But yeah, it's interesting. It's the start of something, guys. We have something going on. What eventually going to come from this, we will see in a couple of hours. I just wanted to quickly give you guys a little update. And then I guess a little bit later, we're going to have to go over the real in-depths of everything, huh? I think. Because we just don't have all the info right now. If only, huh? If only we could read it. Somebody says it's been summarized, but I don't see it, man. I honestly do not see it. So I'm not sure if I'm blind. Where are you looking then? Screen is blurry? I don't know. Let's get this party started. DJ Dusty, yeah, we might have to go and sing like you got to pump it up, you got to know, pump it up. Could be cool. Could have been interesting. The stream quality dropped to 144 automatically a while ago. Oh, maybe, yeah. I know there might, yeah. I'm not sure, yeah. It might be something to do with my cable here, but if I do it, it could be. Wait, give me a second. Wait, let me try something. I'm gonna turn it off for a little second. I'm trying something. Maybe this works. Maybe the stream from here on forward is gonna be more beautiful. I'll just turn it off for a little second. The screen. All right, put it back on. I've just tried to switch my cables around a little bit. See if that is going to make it better. Maybe that's going to make maybe that's going to make it perform a little bit better. I'm not quite sure, but I thought, you know what, it's worth a shot right there. Yeah, and this, by the way, is the XP price right now, like right now. We saw a little bit just before it went live. We saw the price go up a little bit. It does make you wonder, like, what is going on in there? Is there some insider trading? And when will you upload the video to Gary Gensler? In like, I don't know, 10 minutes from now, I think. Maybe even, yeah, something like that. You're crystal clear. Okay, good. Is there settings? Guys, if you think, if it's not looking good for you, change your settings up a little bit higher, because I think you should be able to watch in like 1080p or something like that. What has happened? We got all the documents we needed. And if there's any summary, or if there's anybody just who said something about it, let me know. Because all I'm finding right now is let's see. All right, let's see if anybody says something below here. It's time XP to free. Interesting that they only speak of Ripple's case being concluded at summary judgment and not a trial. Anything to read into here? I found a spelling error. Clearly I'm joking. You have a summary, Finlaw? Nope. There isn't a summary just quite yet. Most likely a couple of hours. I will update you maybe tomorrow in the morning. Oh, hey, wait. Hey, we have a really interesting graph here for XP dates, huh? Gary Gensler confirmation today. Okay, no, it's not actually too much about XRP. It's just in things in general. One thing we got for XRP right here, as you can see, in today. But that is it. All right. So no, there's no summary, no nothing like that posted. No, nothing like that, guys. Nothing like that. We just have the documents, the 3 of them. Once more, it's one more than I expected. And it's going to pump. It is interesting though. It's interesting. We're gonna have to monitor this over the next couple of minutes or hours, I guess. Let me see if you guys have said anything in the chat right now. Maybe if you keep saying the pump it up song, it'll work better. Maybe if it really, yeah, that could be. I'm just checking here to the side as well to see if people have also posted something on this matter, but no. I'm also preparing the video for the right after this one, the Gary Gensler thing, and the BIS and stuff like that. I'm not actually sure what's in the video anymore, because I got distracted a little bit by what has happened just now. Like, I just prepared that video, it was just done, and then boom, all of a sudden, this came out, right? So the video doesn't have anything about the documents being out just quite yet. It doesn't have it in it. And there's going to be a ton of people commenting saying, Dusty, you missed, there is actually, there is actually a document like that out. I'm going to have to keep responding to people saying, I mean, it's going to be fine though. I don't mind it, to be honest. Do you guys? No, I'm not gonna say. You guys don't mind either. Let's see. So what we got coming up here is hope. Everything looks fine to me on my phone. What we got coming up here is hopefully a couple of really interesting. This is gonna be cluttered, but hopefully some interesting updates about what this really means. The whole document series here. I would say from a simple perspective, it's just basically what Ripple has explained before. It's basically what they've explained before. What they thought of. What we thought already, it's basically Ripple is going to be going for we didn't know we were, how could we be reckless if you are already saying that we couldn't have known, or that people couldn't have known, and that they didn't do anything against it. And the other part, of course, is, well, it is your jurisdiction, which the second part, I guess, is the mediocre argument, but that's a really difficult one. And the first part is just something we've already seen a couple of times before, page 11 to whatever, 11 to 13 or something like that. It's the same thing every time, though, so it's not really anything really that crazy or anything that new. Well, the only one thing I guess that could be quite interesting is actually if you go really in depth into the parts about how much XP they have, which I might do, is basically to look at where exactly they got the XP gifted from. That is actually sometimes quite interesting. For example, on Brad Gullihouse's part, that was something we didn't know too much, right? Like, where did they get gifted the XP from? Him specifically. As CEO, yes, but I mean, if he gets like, let's say a couple 100 million XRP, is it from escrow or is it from Ripple as a company? Like, how exactly did that happen? That's just something that I find interesting. Bamos, remember that's just me. Check your Twitter comments and document posts. Okay, let me quickly see, guys. Let's see. Let me go to the post again. Thank you, done reading. Larson and Chris Larson dealt death blows. I wonder why. They will get what they want and don't know it yet. Good luck. Nice timing. Another win for XP VSCKs. This is also not the one, I believe. Finance feeds. Let's see. Finance feeds XP SEC. No, this is not the one. This is also from a day ago. I don't know why you keep sending me this stuff, man. It's all stuff from a day ago, so it's all from different things. Really be grateful for your diligence in consolidating all this info and presenting it to us, though. I mean, I try my best here, but in this case, the only thing we can do is read through it. But even then, I can read through it here in just like an hour for you guys. But the problem is, we don't have the knowledge to determine what this means. We don't know if this is positive or negative, so I'm going to have to wait for a professional opinion. Even though I don't like to say that, it's because it's not like a concluding type of thing, right? It's just basically Ripple putting up a document right now, and we're going to have to kind of decide for ourselves whether or not we think this is bullish or bearish. Like, it's going to be our own decision. There isn't really a rule book for this, so I find it really difficult to do that this time around. But that's just me, by the way. Maybe that's something which you guys completely disagree with. That could be. I just think it's really difficult to really put up here exactly what this means. Like, how bullish is this? We just got documents, but we know their defenses. We knew them already, though. So where's the big part? The only big part I would say is, like, Ripple is just going to destroy those guys at the SEC. Ripple's not going to hold back. So in the end of things, they will obviously get this done. Tetracon case, once more, I already talked about that in the next video coming up here. They have to pay freaking $3.5 million, Tetracon. That's pretty funny in my opinion. I definitely had a good laugh on that one. Yeah. So yeah, it's just a pretty strange situation, to be completely honest with you. But you know what? Let's go for another premiere after the stream here. So if you're done watching this one, which will be done in about a minute here, there's another video lined up about Gary Gensler, about the BIS, about Ripple and whatnot. And tomorrow we'll make another update here about this whole lawsuit or deal, right? About the motions to dismiss and everything like that. The lawsuit update. It will come out tomorrow. So that was it for today's little stream section here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Our little small update. And I'll give you guys more info tomorrow, all right, guys? So stick around. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to do that. And also, as you guys all know, you should press the like button to show your support. It just helps out a little bit. So yeah, that is that. Thank you guys all for watching, and see you again in another one, hopefully a little bit later today.